Hi, I'm Kelly with Kelly Loves Guns, and this video is about the Kelly Loves Guns channel, a little bit about how I got it started, and a little bit of information about me. So way back in 2016, Doug's getting a Glock 19 and is letting me have his Ruger LC9. So we go to shoot both of these guns, and we had never gone shooting together before. And then he let me shoot the Glock 19, and I loved it. But then he said he would buy me a new gun. And I said, well, because Valentine's Day was coming up. And I said, wait, you said you're going to get me a heart rate monitor watch for Valentine's Day. And he was like, who says they would rather have a heart rate monitor watch than a new gun? I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, good point, good point. So then I'm like, hey, well, give me a Glock 19. I shot that thing really well. And he was like, just look at the case, because they had all these cool guns, you know. Most guns look pretty cool to me. But anyway, so I'm looking at all these guns, and then I see this one, and it was like, ooh. And then I asked to hold it, and I loved it. And then Don was working, who's one of the owners of Prescott Gun Club, and he looks at Doug and says, well, she just picked out the most expensive handgun in the case. So that was the SIG Legion 226. So I get the SIG Legion 226. Beautiful. It's a beautiful gun. I still love that gun. I just shot it yesterday. But anyway, and we get a membership at Prescott Gun Club, which is an indoor shooting range. And we start going to the range and shooting quite a bit. And it was fun. Like it was something we did as a couple, and we just really loved it. And I would ask Doug to record me sometimes when I was shooting, so I could, you know, do a replay and see how I was doing. And sometimes I would just set the cell phone down on the shelf there at the range, so I could see how I was holding the gun and pulling the trigger and stuff like that. What started happening is then we would go into the range to shoot, and then we would see guns and be like, ooh. So then we started buying more and more guns, and we would record sometimes shooting those guns, especially when they were new. And I won't go into the details of all the guns we bought, but fast forward to 2017, and for Valentine's Day that year, Doug gets me a SIG Emperor Scorpion 1911. Okay, I still also love that gun, but unfortunately the 45 ammo is super expensive, or I would shoot that more often. When I go to pick up this SIG Scorpion, Emperor Scorpion 1911, Doug's at work. And so he's like, send me a picture, because you know I was super excited because it's a cool looking gun. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to ask the guys at the range to take a picture of me with this gun. That was weird. So then when I got home, I took a picture of myself holding the SIG Emperor Scorpion 1911, which is on my channel here. It's the little thumbnail picture or whatever of me. And I sent him that picture, and I don't know if you can appreciate how hard it is to take a selfie holding a gun without looking cray-cray. Okay, so I took one. I don't even know how many I took. I took a lot. I sent him one, and then he posts the picture on Facebook. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. It's just kind of funny because now I made that picture my thumbnail, and I keep not changing it just because it was a cool story. That year, he also got me the Scar 17. We've got other guns too, but the Scar 17, and we recorded me shooting that. And some, you know, we had done some other videos too. And you could tell we were holding the camera like upright instead of sideways. You know, wasn't planning on sharing them on social media or anything, like on a YouTube channel. And then I was going into work, and I'd taken some of, that sounds weird, I took to one of my coworkers who kept at his house some of the guns, and we went to the outdoor shooting range in Page, Arizona. And then I hit the watermelon at 50 yards with the iron sights on, with the Scar 17 on my second try. Like, it might not even be a big deal, but in my mind, that was freaking cool, and I was super excited. And that was when I posted my first video on YouTube, was after that. That's the very, very first video. And it was one of my friends there that had recorded that video. When I started the channel, I guess my initial thoughts were, you know, I'm in my mid 40s. Yeah, I think it was later part of 40s. And I am really enjoying shooting guns. It's something that my husband and I really enjoy doing together. And there could be a lot of other people out there, women that are like my age, that could be really enjoying this experience. Because, you know, when you go to the range, you don't see as many women there or couples there as you do men. And I don't mean that in a weird way, but, you know, it's something that we love doing together, and I would have never guessed it would be something that we would have such a big time with. Now, don't get me wrong, I still hope, and I mean, I get excited when someone tells me that their wife saw the videos and they're going to shoot, because that happened with a pilot that my husband works with. But anyway, then I started shooting more and more, and then shooting more cool guns and learning more about editing videos. And then we just started doing more and more videos, and I'm learning. But then what started happening is I started making friends on YouTube. The first one I can tell you about that's been super important to me as far as, you know, feeling comfortable sharing videos on YouTube is the Kentucky Patriot. And just seems like a super nice dude. And him and his wife live in Kentucky, and he made some really interesting videos about guns. And so that's just been an amazing, amazing part of having a YouTube gun channel. So one of the challenges, I think, for me, besides my personality where I'm like, ooh, shiny new gun, ooh, is I really know I need to find a gun that's going to be my primary range gun, because we would like to take some classes this year, is kind of our hope. But so we're trying to find the perfect setup for the perfect gun, but then also not just neglect all these beautiful, cool guns that we have in our gun safe. So that's kind of where we are right now. So along the way, not only have I met cool people that share this passion about guns, but these really cool, smart, knowledgeable gun people have shared info with me that's helped me to learn and become a better shooter. One of the other things I'm starting to try to do better at is share info about different products that I'm trying. Because I mean, it's hard to find the right clothes to wear for shooting a gun for a woman. I don't know, maybe I'm overanalyzing it, but like targets and glasses and all that stuff, I've been buying these things and trying these things. And so now I'm starting to try to share that information to maybe help other people that are, you know, going through this process too. This channel is now currently where it's at is about me sharing my journey to become a better shooter. And I'm trying to find the perfect gun. I don't think there's a perfect gun, man. I mean, I definitely have favorites, but anyway, get dialed in. We're starting to get into the red dot optics, which is a lot of fun. I still have some editing to do to get some of those videos up. So a little bit about me. I'm babbling about the guns. I love guns. Kelly loves guns. That makes sense. I know it's obvious. But I am a nurse. I've been a nurse. I'm going on 21 years. And I spent about 14 years of that as a flight nurse. And I also worked within that industry in the company I was working for as an educator. So it's been kind of fun to be able to have some of that experience to help me to learn, because I'm trying to become better with recording and editing. I have a long way to go, but I'm trying. But so a nurse for 21 years. I have 4 kids. They do not want me to. They're not super like, oh, put my picture on YouTube. Okay, so that's me. Kelly loves guns. It's kind of obvious, right? But thank you for watching this video, because it's probably a long video when I put it all together. And thank you for watching any of my videos and liking and subscribing. It's been so much fun, all the people that I've been able to meet along the way. And I really do try to learn from people's comments. I hope to one day do a video where I read to y'all some of the mean comments, because you couldn't believe some of the stuff people say. But anyway, it's not about the haters. It's about the other people that love guns or that want to get interested in guns. So thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all at the range. So that's the About Kelly and Kelly Loves Guns video. I will try to do updates. I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate the likes and comments and subscribers. It's been really exciting. We are getting to the point where we could actually get a check from YouTube and then we could use it to buy ammo. It's super expensive. Anyway, thank you for watching and let me know what you'd like to know.